Hi everyone, myself Raghu from Tally Solutions Bangalore. We welcome you to the webinar session on e-banking solution with S-Bank using Tally.ERP Series A Release 5. First we'll understand the meaning of e-banking. Tally e-banking is an integrated solution on Tally.ERP for all your banking needs. It provides the following features. It captures and stores bank details of parties. It generates payment instructions for bank's portal by saving your time, effort and minimizing errors. Import bank statement for automated reconciliation of transactions. Adopts the workflow which make current checker as per your requirements. Provide inbuilt mechanism to define different security rights for different users. What were the old challenges? Data entered in Tally has to be repeated on bank portal. Possibility of more errors. More time and resources are needed to perform the manual task of data entry and reconciliation. Doing manual entries of payment instruction on S-Bank portal is eliminated. These are all the advantages. Reduction in time and resources involved, enhanced control and security as security rights can be defined in Tally itself. More effective auto reconciliation of bank statement with Tally banking, enhanced process efficiency and cash flow visibility as a result of completely automated solution. Now we'll go to product and we'll see how e-banking feature for S-Bank can be implemented. So this is the demo company ABC India Private Limited. There are few configuration which we need to do for bank ledger, party ledger. So first we'll do it for bank ledger. From Gateway of Tally, go to Accounts Info, Ledger, Alter. Here select S-Bank. In alteration of bank ledger, you have an option Set Alter Bank Detail. Make this option Yes. Ensure you are connected to internet. Then the list of bank comes. Press enter to continue, and here is the option enable e-payment. Make this option yes, and then user will receive a message. If bank has not provided bulk upload option, then user need to contact the bank to enable the same. If it is enabled, just press enter and go ahead configuring e-banking. So alter e-payment configuration, make this option yes. Next option it asks alter location of e-banking files. When user export the transaction, where it's supposed to save. So you need to specify the location of files which can be stored in system. Make this option yes and specify the path. So we'll create a new folder. You can see here in D drive S-Bank folder I have. Inside S-Bank folder, payment instruction folder. I'll take this path, Control C. I'll go to Tally, Control Alt V. So whatever payment instruction I'll generate, it has to save in this location. The next is account number, account holder name, branch, BSR code and IFS code need to be specified. Press enter to continue. In this screen also keep press enter and accept. This is the procedure to enable e-banking feature for bank ledger. Now we need to provide bank details for vendor ledger. So similarly go to Accounts Info, Ledger, Alter, and select party ledger. Ensure that you specified email ID here. Press F12. If you enable this option, use contact detail, then the email ID field will appear. You can specify the party email ID. When bank process the payment, bank will send payment advice to respective email ID with complete detail of bill number, amount, other details. So the next option is provide bank details. Here make this option yes, and you can provide the bank details. The first option is nickname to identify the party as well as the bank. Short name of the party, and the party has a bank with HDFC, so hence I specified as HDFC. You can select interbank transfer as you are transferring from one bank to different bank. So S bank to HDFC. So hence you need to specify account number and IFSC code, and then from which bank you have, as you have added beneficiary detail in your bank, you can select S bank, and S bank beneficiary code also you can specify. If party has bank with S bank, then select create a nickname as Arvind S bank, and you can select same bank. Then you can specify beneficiary code of for the same. Press enter and save the details. So this is how you supposed to provide bank details for existing ledgers. If you want to create new ledger to provide details, it's also possible. I'll create a new ledger and show you. I'll provide bank details. Party has bank with SBI. Then you need to select interbank transfer. If it is same bank, S bank, then you need to select S bank, same bank. So now I'll select interbank. I'll say this is not my default transaction type, which I do. However, I have created beneficiary code is not mandatory. Now I'll create one more. Here I'll select same bank. For this I'll say default transaction is this. It only asks the account number, it doesn't ask IFSC if it is same bank. I'll save the detail. After providing bank details, now it's a time to pause transaction and export. So to pause the transaction, go to accounting voucher, select S bank, and here press spacebar to list the party detail and select party, specify the amount with the reference number. This is the reference number, Now you can see it is asking for remarks. So this is the remark which goes with payment advice. You can specify any remark. So while creating account number, we specified alpha, which I am going to edit now. Instrument number and all need to be leave blank. This is the field where UTR number need to be specified, that is unique transaction reference. Once bank process in the statement it is available, that need to be fed later. This is the email ID to which payment advice will be sent. So I'll pause one more transaction. So now to export the transaction, accounting transaction part is done. Now it's the time to export those transactions. To export, go to banking, e-payments, S-Bank. Here you can see there are two transactions available. It's showing some warning, nothing but account number is altered. So there was an error which we have rectified. Later we'll rectify in master itself so that again it will not appear. These are all the transactions. By selecting, you can export it. As it is admin login, admin has all the rights. He can approve and he can export. There are some scenarios where you need to give rights for specific users. So specific user has to approve the transaction and a specific person has to export. If so, you need to enable approval mechanism. To enable that, go to F11 feature from Gateway of Tally, accounting feature. Here is alter banking feature. Approve transaction before exporting. This is the advanced feature. I'll disable this for time being. Without approval, we'll see how transaction can be exported. So as we have passed two transactions, we'll go to banking, e-payment, S-Bank. There are two transactions here. I'm going to, out of two, it is user choice that you can select specific transaction. I'll select specific transaction by pressing spacebar. If I press spacebar, the respective transaction will turn to blue. You can see here selected total is 45,000 and grand total is 65,000. So I'll select specific transaction and I'll go for export. Control E, export. You can see once I export, as we already specified the location, the payment instruction will be stored in this path. And output file name which has a date and timestamp. I'll press enter and the file will be exported and it will disappear from export pending screen. It shows under exported. You can see here this is the transaction we exported. To view the payment instruction, go to the same path and here is the one. If you open, this has complete detail of the transaction. This file need to be uploaded in bank portal. Now there are some chances where user wanted to edit the transaction after export. So for that, under e-payment menu, you need to go to show exported. Here is the one. If you want to edit or alter any transaction, select specific one and go for reset export. If you click on reset export, the same transaction again show under export pending go here and make necessary changes. Any changes you want, you can make. And again, this transaction need to be exported. Select, click on export. Okay. Now I'll show you approval mechanism. F11, accounting feature, alter banking feature. I'll enable this option. By pressing Ctrl A, I save those details. Currently we logged in as admin. To create user level from gateway of Tally, press Alt F3, go to security control, go to users and password. Here security level, for data entry I have created username as user, password as user, and under type of security what right need to be assigned to specific user can be configured. Go to type of security. For security level data entry, here there are two options: disallow the following facility, allow the following facility. We have selected e-banking approval is disabled for data entry user. E-banking full access export option also disabled, and reset approval also disabled. So rest of the features are by default it is enabled. So Tally has other features apart from e-bank, rest are enabled. So we'll check these features when we log in from user level. That is Ctrl A to save the details. Now we will log into the same company with user level. This is the user level. User is pausing the transaction. I'll change the date by pressing F2. On 20th February we are pausing a transaction. Now we'll go to banking, e-payment, S-Bank. You can see here approval and reset export options are not highlighted. User can only pause the transaction. He doesn't have option to export or approve. The same can be done by admin. So now another user, or else you can create one more user 2 and you can provide rights to approve, and you can create one more user 3, you can provide rights to export. Now we log into the same company with admin rights. We'll go to banking, e-payment, S-Bank. We'll select the transaction. Now we have approve option. I'll approve. It says number of transaction approved is 1. Currently we are in approval pending screen. Now we have approved 1. Approval transactions, approved transaction go to export pending screen. You can see here export pending. Select this and go for export. It will be stored in specific location with different time. Export pending is blank as there is no pending to export. The same will come under exported. Whichever file you exported, it shows under payment instruction folder. This is the last file which we have exported, which is 50,000 transactions. This file need to be uploaded in S-Bank portal. The next feature is import of beneficiary. If you are having few vendor detail as I shown, you can go to alteration of ledger and select the party and you can provide bank details. If you feel you have a more vendor detail, the same detail can be imported to Tally from Excel. So for that, from Gateway of Tally, go to F11 accounting feature, alter banking feature. Here you have an option import beneficiary bank detail. Make this option yes. Here is the path. You need to specify the Excel file. The standard template is available. Payee sample file. Alt P. Click on this. It will be downloaded. This is what the template. The ledger name. In Tally, however you created the ledger, the same need to be specified here. You can export all the ledgers from Tally to Excel and just copy paste here. The ledger name part will be done. And next, nickname. Nickname, user need to specify the nickname to identify the party and the bank. Transaction type, either interbank transfer or same bank transfer. If you require any help, in the first sheet we have help. You can specify the same text, interbank or same bank. Favoring name, the same ledger name can be copied here. If you want, you can edit even favoring name. Account number, IFSC code, bank name need to be specified. Set as default. If it is only one bank is available for a party, make it yes. If it is more than one, then for first you need to make it as no, or for second you need to make it as yes. Either for any one you need to make it yes or no. So once after completion of this exercise, this file need to be kept somewhere in the system. Then you can specify the path here. Wherever you have kept, you can specify the path and you can just press enter and import it. All those bank details will be updated to respective ledgers. And the last feature with regard to e-banking is auto bank reconciliation. So once after bank process those transactions, bank will provide statement in Excel or CSV. For that, go to accounts info, ledger, alter, select the bank, make this option yes. Here you can see activate auto reconciliation we have enabled. Tally will provide bank statements in three format: delimited, Excel or CSV. So to import bank statement, you need to store the statement somewhere in the system. Then go to banking, bank reconciliation, select yes bank, and these are all the transactions which is pending for reconciliation. Here is Alt B. Press Alt B and you can specify the statement path here. Then if it is Excel, the same can be imported. As we do not have a Excel file bank statement, we are not able to show you the how import works. So the same you need to import from here. So once after statement is imported, the bank date will be filled automatically. So this is how the process of e-banking in Tally. Any clarification and support you require during implementation of e-banking feature in Tally, please get in touch with your bank relationship managers. They'll ensure they'll connect to us. Thank you.